What's up guys, I'm just leaving the Becoming eBay Summit. It's a pretty cool event. They actually invite 15 sellers to come speak on stage and talk about different problems that we're having with the platform. There's 250 new employees that actually come, and it's cool because they get to hear from customers, which are us as sellers. So it's really cool to take the initiative to meet sellers. You don't see, not every single selling platform goes to this length to meet different sellers. I'll give you guys a few of the things I brought up during the meeting. I really want package profiles. So I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about, but I like to have, as a seller, I like it to save the package profiles for me, so I don't have to enter in the dimensions or the weight each time. I'd like it to have it save that. There was also concern about fraud, especially over $500 an item. There was a gentleman on stage that does $7 million a year, and something like he has thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars of fraud where people buy something and return an empty box, or it's terrible because he literally films every single item when he mails it, and sometimes he even has the post office sign something because he's so worried about returns on items that are $1,000, $2,000, and he still loses almost every single one of those cases because eBay just sides with the buyer. So there are some issues there. There's also a lot of complaints about how difficult it is to understand promoted listings. None of the people on the panel are opted into managed payments. They're all afraid of not being able to accept PayPal. So that was pretty interesting. Let's see, what else happened? We also had people specifically asking about the flow, right? And essentially, to be honest, the eBay flow is almost exactly the same. The last time I was here was 7 months ago. They have this event every quarter. So I come to this event 4 times a year, but they are on a hiring freeze. So you guys know eBay has been kind of rocky the last 2 quarters. Q4 was not good for them, so there's been some layoffs, and there wasn't any new hiring until now. One also interesting insight was the last time I came to this, it seemed like 80% of the people were payments oriented people, so people who worked for the new managed payment system. But this time it was totally different. We had people that were in charge of Seller Hub, people in charge of marketing, shipping, all different kinds of new people working here at eBay, and a lot of them under the age of 30, so younger people. Maybe eBay's trying to revamp. There were a ton of complaints. There were some large apparel sellers here. One guy does a couple million in luxury products, and he just went off on how much he likes Poshmark and the different features of Poshmark. But get this, he loves Poshmark but doesn't sell on Poshmark because of the 20% fee. He really, really, really wants to make it work on eBay because eBay is like 13, 14% after all said and done, and that 6% is a giant portion of his profit. So he really wants eBay to just integrate more features like sharing, more social, and it was pretty enlightening to hear from sort of big baller sellers. And another thing that I want to mention is there wasn't much in between. There are people like me who do a few 100,000 in sales, and then there are people who do a few million in sales. And then there's people who do under 20,000 in sales. And it's sort of like the people I wanted to hear the most from are the people who are in the like 50 to 100K to $1 million. More people, I guess that's weird. I want to hear more people like myself that are trying to get to that next level, because it's so hard to move from your house into a commercial space, and I really wanted to hear that. And there's just not a lot of representation in that demographic. It's either gigantic, huge sellers or little guys. So nothing wrong with that, but always great to come out here and network and meet all the people here and just see how much eBay really does care. But I gotta go, guys. Everyone have a great night. I gotta get home. Take care. Peace.